Breaking news in immigration this week. We just learned that the Trump administration is changing how we treat refugees who have not yet obtained lawful permanent resident status, or a green card. A new DHS memo was revealed in federal litigation this week. The memo directs ICE to detain and re-vet refugees who have not yet applied for lawful permanent resident status or their green card 1 year after entry. This reverses years of practice and changes the basis for detention for refugees. Previously, if a refugee had missing green card paperwork, that was not the basis for detention. Tens of thousands of refugees, especially those that may be entered under prior administrations, could now face indefinite detention and renewed vetting, even after already passing the screening procedures before entering the United States. Advocates and refugee organizations are challenging this policy in court, especially after arrests in Minnesota prompted legal blocks against detention of refugees. So what is the refugee program? Refugee is a legal status under the Immigration and Nationality Act, and it's also a recognized identifier worldwide. Refugees are people fleeing war, violence, and persecution. To be identified as a refugee, it is an extensive vetting process that is incredibly structured. The first step is for the refugee to register with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. UNHCR helps confirm their eligibility and then refers them to a resettlement country. The United States is a country that accepts refugees through this process. Once referred to the United States, the refugee then goes through an intense screening process, often through multiple agencies of the United States government. This includes background checks, interviews, and security processing. This process takes many years, from the initial registration with UNHCR to the referral to a resettlement country like the United States, then that country's own internal screening process. After approval, refugees are allowed to travel to the United States. Partner agencies may help them find housing, provide employment support, and provide other services that may help them adjust to living in the United States. Once someone enters as a refugee, they're allowed to apply for a green card or lawful permanent residency after 1 year. So this new DHS memo now allows ICE agents to detain any refugees who have not applied for a green card after 1 year. Since this is already being challenged in the courts, this is an issue to watch closely. I'm Emily Brown. I'm an immigration attorney specializing in federal litigation. Be sure to follow my page for updates on how policies like this move through the court systems.